Thank you, National Commander Whitmore, for your testimony and for your team being present here this morning. Before I start, I want to give a special shout out on Hafa to the VFW chapter in Saipan, Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, which is the district that I represent, the Commander Brad Rosala and Quartermaster Pete Hallahan. And I want to say thank you to all of you for your continued advocacy and leadership. The CNMI represents, we have one of the highest per capita rates of military service in the nation. And when our sons and daughters, mothers and fathers return home, we don't come home to a community VA hospital. We don't have a community outbase patient clinic. We don't have immediate access to specialty care. Our veterans have to travel thousands of miles away to be able to get specialty care. And all too often, the choice is between having to pay for airfare or paying for their utilities, which means that they just delay the care altogether. And so, National Commander Whitmore, when you started off by saying honor the contract, I represent a jurisdiction where that contract is not being honored today. And I look at all of you who all too well know what it means to serve in a time of war. And so I just wanted to also underscore my gratitude this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
One of my, one of the things that I want to focus on, given all these conversations about VA reform, is how do we balance, right, some of these competing concerns and competing priorities, specifically community care, because there's a school of thought that if we expand access to community care, we're compromising access to direct VA care. And I kind of wanted to further flesh out that conversation and hear from you what that would look like.
Thank you for that question. I have visited Saipan, and I know how isolated it is there, and it is hard for healthcare to exist there in the direct VA healthcare form, and that's why there has to be a balance between VA healthcare and the community care. I would like Christina Keenan to expound on that just a little bit more.
Thank you, Commander Whitmore. Something that she mentioned in her testimony was access to community care. So that might be a perfect supplement for folks in territories, in rural areas where there are large driving distances or where there just isn't VA services available. What our focus is on is making sure that access is seamless, that referrals are quick, that making appointments is quick and understood by veterans, and that veterans are informed of when they can go and get care in the community. So funding needs to be balanced. We don't want to forget the infrastructure and the needs of our VA direct care, but community care is very important as well. We thank you for that question.
Thank you for that. I'm out of time. I yield back.